Alright. So, as you may know, Windows 11 released not too long ago and has system requirements that more or less locks out anything more than 3 or so years old. What hasn't changed, however, is the determination of folks to take those requirements as suggestions, me included. So, I'll save you the boredom of showing exactly how I made the installer USB, but short to say, in order to bypass all the regular checks for TPM and stuff, you do have to take the install.wim file from the Windows 11 ISO and slap it onto the Windows 10 ISO. Yeet that image onto a flash drive and you're ready to rumble. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's do the actual installing. So I've got the HP branded USB that I used back when I turned this thing into a Chromebook. I've already flashed the ISO image onto it. Let's turn this thing on. And just spam the escape key so that then I can reach the startup menu. And let's see, I want to press F9. Boot from that. And this system should be a pretty good test of how well the swapping into the install.wim file method of installing Windows 11 on unsupported hardware should work. Because this thing does not have really any of the new requirements that Microsoft has. It doesn't have TPM. It's one of the earliest Intel Atom chips that I know of that have 64-bit CPU support, and that's going to be a hard requirement. There's no bypassing that. And let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, it has no UEFI. It is completely just plain old BIOS. So this should be interesting. Either this works, or this ends up as a failed video that I only make available to patrons. Maybe, I don't know. Next, install now, and let's see if this works. And also, speaking of Patreon, if you subscribe to my Patreon and become a patron, you get a couple bonus videos every so often where I show off just some projects that are either in progress or just bloopers. Mostly bloopers, because the only video right now that's available to patrons is actually a short clip of me absolutely trashing my efforts of doing that speed read from one of the previous videos, where I was talking about, I think, the Seagate ST-157A hard drive. Okay, I do not have a product key, so we'll be doing a little trolling. Okay, Windows 11 Pro, because I don't feel like connecting to a Microsoft account with this video. This is all just an experimental thing. I have no intention of making it last any longer than it needs to. Okay, let's accept the license terms. Man, I hate this trackpad. Let's install Windows Custom, and we gotta nuke the drive because we still have Chrome OS on it from the previous time that we were looking at the netbook. Come on. Well, I didn't expect it to take a full 10 minutes to delete all the partitions, but here I am. Anyway, let's create a new partition now. And this'll be what we're installing things on. Okay. Let's see if... Hey, it's installing! Okay, let's just time-lapse this now. Oh boy. Here it comes. Windows 11 on a frickin' netbook. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, I should probably remove or just unplug this charger cable that I had plugged into the phone that I was using to record this. Well, that I am using to record this. Getting devices ready, starting services. Oh boy, I'm getting excited. This thing should not be running Windows 11, but clearly is, and oh boy. What's it gonna be like? Because this Intel Atom CPU only supports a maximum of 2 gigs of RAM, and it's an Atom, and Intel GMA graphics, it's all just a giant ball of suckiness. Like, it's already lagging just on this. So, I guess that's a pretty good indicator of what it's gonna look like. Or maybe not, who knows? Maybe this will actually be the ideal device for Windows 11 for whatever reason, who knows? It just rebooted. I literally left for like half a minute to grab a snack, and then when I came back, it was rebooting. Here it comes. Windows 11. And of course, there's still going to be the out-of-box experience section where I set up the user account and all, but still, it's Windows 11 booting up on something that is very, very far outside of the system requirements that Microsoft has. And I think, aside from running on Atom, of all things, one other possible reason for why this is taking so ridiculously long is just that not only is this an Intel Atom, but it's, as I mentioned before, one of the earlier Atoms, meaning that there's 1 core, 2 threads. Windows 11 on a single core processor. Woo! Here we are. After much wait, we finally got to the actual out-of-box experience, and this right here proves that this is Windows 11 on netbook hardware. Wow. That is definitely lagging. I'm not sure if this is gonna show up very well on camera, but that is the least smooth spinning circle thing that I've seen in ages. Okay, skip adding another layout. Let's just say I don't have internet. Continue with limited setup. And because I selected the Pro option of Windows 11, I will still be allowed to make a local account. I'm just gonna type in Tonkus right there. Select next, no password needed. Because this drive is definitely not gonna be staying on Windows 11 if it's gonna stick around in this netbook. And let's just turn off all these. Oh, there's no two-finger scrolling. Fun. Turn that off. I think I don't know, whoever it may be at Microsoft that looks through the diagnostic data, I'll leave that on. Let's just see if anyone ever realizes that Windows 11 is being installed on a netbook that originally was probably designed for Windows XP before it had Windows 7 just slapped onto it. Accept. More waiting. Fun. Oh, okay. That was a lot faster than before. Yes, hello. Getting things ready for you. This might take a few minutes. Let's see how many minutes that takes. Or if I can use the old Control-Alt-Delete trick. Did it work? I know it used to work on the school computers at my high school. Let's just open Task Manager. See what that's gonna show. Looks like we've got the Windows 10 visual style, so graphics drivers definitely aren't installed. Or at the very least, whatever is installed is too low in performance to really be able to do anything. And there's the Intel Atom, 1 core, 2 threads, and the 2 gigs of memory. I still have that SSD from the Chromebook video. Yeah, already one of the things that, if I remember correctly, Windows 11 requires, which is virtualization, is not enabled. Oh, okay, there's Windows 11. Hey, it's working! Clearly laggy, but it's working! And surprisingly, the animations are actually somewhat smooth. Let's try minimizing. Yeah, that's actually surprisingly smooth. Let's see if the taskbar is gonna start responding. Ooh, uh-oh. What's that? What's it doing? Come on. Why do I have a... Okay, there's... everything is lag. Living the lag life. Let's see the context menus. Come on, show me the context menus. Oh, no, I guess I get a white screen again. I'm half tempted to say that those white screens are just from the shell itself, just crashing. Will I be able to open the right-click menu now? Or is it going to crash again? Ooh, it's getting a little toasty. Oh, there it is. Display settings. And it's the rounded corners version as well. Seems like the windows themselves are gonna continue to keep the Windows 10 visual style with the sharp corners though, but you know. Yeah, the animations are actually pretty okay as far as animations go. Alright, let's see if there's... Hey, go away. There we go. Ooh, okay, there's the taskbar. Ooh, lag! Oh, that's lagging so hard right now. Let's see if brightness controls work. Nope, they don't. The keyboard controls for it works, but it doesn't actually control the screen brightness, apparently. Yeah, it's not controlling the screen brightness. Let's try a nightlight. Okay, that's not working either, so most likely the graphics drivers are in fact not installed. So that's the apps menu. Let's go back to settings. This is actually, funnily enough, my very first experience with Windows 11. I have not tried it out on anything else so far because I wanted to save that experience for running it on this netbook. Okay, let's scroll all the way down. Let's see, graphics. If it sees the integrated graphics, then maybe that means that something is installed. Let's see. Yep, basic render driver. It is not running any hardware acceleration, which means that this Intel Atom is rendering all the stuff. Oh no! No wonder why it's pegged at 100%. On a side note, Windows 11 is surprisingly lightweight on the RAM. It's not even using a full gig right now. And there's not all that much that's compressed either. Oh, well, that just suddenly dropped and it spiked up again a little bit. Well, I guess it's somewhat finished with a few things. Let's check if Windows Update is able to work. Let's first sign into Wi-Fi, which I will quickly pause for. And there we go, we're connected to Wi-Fi and we're checking for updates. Let's see if audio works while it's checking. Come on, show me the audio control panel. Oh, I think I just heard something. There's like this little click. I'm not sure if it's gonna show up on the camera in the video or not. Everything I know is lag. Oh. I think there it is. Hey, we got sound. Yeah, that's not working at all. Okay, let's see. I want to take a look at the system build. Okay, there's HP Mini, so it definitely detected what kind of computer it is. And now that it's connected to Wi-Fi, it should also be sending the occasional diagnostic data. So that's going to be interesting over at Microsoft. Let's open up the news thingy, the widget. I said the widget, not the desktop. There it is. No two-finger scroll, so I gotta scroll manually. Actually, maybe I should probably look for some system drivers first before I do anything else, just because of how ridiculously slow everything is right now. First of all, let's take a look at the About screen. There it is. Intel Atom N455 at 1.6 gigahertz. 2 gigs of RAM. Windows 11 Pro. Oh man. Okay. Let's open up Device Manager, see if we can manually grab the graphics driver. If not, then I'll probably have to download some driver package from Intel for Windows 7 and install it in compatibility mode. Video controller. Task Manager is definitely one of the things that probably still needs updating. Search for updated drivers on Windows Update, fine. While it's doing that, let's just put this computer under a little bit more suffering and open Microsoft Edge. Okay, let it check for updates there. There's our SSD, it's a Kingston drive. Oh, it found the webcam. And it's now got the batteries as well. Actually, let's unplug this and let it run on battery for a bit. It should be fully charged, I think. Yeah, everything else is fully installed, except for the graphics. So, yeah. Here's Microsoft Edge. Oh wait, I can't open Task Manager. I gotta right click on the start button itself to do that. Task Manager. It does take a bit of getting used to, but at the very least, all of those advanced options are still there. You just gotta right click on the start button. But hopefully, it does come back to the taskbar itself eventually. Ooh, Task Manager is lagging. Okay, Microsoft Edge, complete setup. I don't want to log into any Microsoft account. I'm fine as is. Confirm. Gotta make this quick. I only have about half an hour left of the SD card on this phone. Okay, HP Mini. What's it called again? HP Mini 1103, if I remember correctly, but still good to check. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up, switch the tab. Switch the tab. 1103, yeah. Okay. HP Mini 1103 drivers. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but the fan is going absolutely nuts right now. This computer is struggling just to exist. Okay, support.hp.com. Drivers, self-service. Ooh, another thing that I should probably do is pull up Disk Manager. It's going to be interesting to see if it's actually booting off of a UEFI partition or not, because I'm pretty sure that this laptop only supports regular BIOS with MBR types of hard drives. I mean, at the very least, it's able to browse the internet, and it's kind of responsive, I want to say. You can actually see a little bit of screen tearing right now. And of course, the CPU is still pegged at 100%. The mouse occasionally disappears. Let's go back to Windows Update. Ah, it says up to date. Okay, can't find the drivers on Windows Update then. Let's close out of that. Take a little bit of the strain off of the computer. I think the most responsive thing right now is the taskbar, but only because it's a system process and it stopped crashing. Okay. Manually select operating system. Close. Ish. Come on. I know you can work. You've shown you can work. You still haven't hit that 2 gig limit somehow. Okay, it appears that it has in fact hit the 2 gig limit. It's just that some of that is not currently used. So it is probably gonna be absolutely trashing the SSD if I put any more load under it, just because page file and stuff. No, do not exit page. I want my drivers. Actually, you know what am I doing? I have a USB flash drive right here. Okay, hold on a moment. Okay, I got the driver onto a flash drive. The same flash drive that I installed Windows 11 with. Okay, let's just close out of Edge. And this driver is a 32-bit Windows 7 driver, so I'm not sure if this is even going to work or not anymore, given how Windows 11 doesn't even have a 32-bit version, but I think it should still be able to work, given 64-bit compatibility with 32-bit programs. It's just that 16-bit isn't going to work anymore because, you know, no 32-bit version with NTVDM and stuff. Okay, here's our driver file. Let's open that. And of course, there's autoplay. Come on. This video is very much an exercise in patience. If you aren't patient, then then this video is not going to be fun. Okay. The installer opens at the very least, so that's a good sign. And look at that ancient UI compared to everything else. Okay, accept. Next. Next. Intel HD graphics driver. Wait, this is HD graphics? I thought this was GMA graphics. Okay, I guess this is a little bit newer than I thought it was. Unless it's just labeled HD graphics. Who knows? Either way, it's copying files now, so I'm gonna pause the video because once again, it's gonna run out very soon. Oh, computer does not meet system requirements. I think it's probably looking at the version string or something and just thinking, hey, there's a 1 in it. Windows 7 has no 1. Unless I guess version 6.1, but let's run command real quick and no, not command. Let's run winver real quick. If I remember correctly, the version string is actually still 10. Oh, and I dropped the charger. Well, I guess the start menu's not going to open anyway. I have only 7 minutes left of recording that I can record on this phone, so I'm going to just wrap up the video. We already know that Windows 11 works, and while I'm talking, let's open up the Microsoft Store and take a look at that. But yeah, somehow, some way, using a modified Windows 10 installer that uses the Windows 11 files, we are able to not only install but run Windows 11 on a netbook that is 11 years old. This thing came out in 2010 if I remember correctly. So, Microsoft, your system requirements are only a system suggestion. Granted, it is definitely a good suggestion since, you know, this thing is, oh boy, very, very laggy, but still a suggestion nonetheless, because it can run, just not well. Anyway, thank you for watching, and okay, so this recording is coming right after everything else was recorded. I decided to go on to Intel's website instead of HP's and search for the graphics driver, and guess what? I found a 64-bit version, and now I get the full Windows 11 visual style. And yeah, here it is. Just gotta click next to continue. And now it is fully installed. Just gotta restart. Hopefully it can finish restarting within the 5 minutes that this SD card on this phone still has. Hopefully. Because I do want to hopefully capture the whole restarting process so that then I can get the boot process up and yeah. There it is. And brightness works as well now. Come on. burning through these precious seconds. Finish starting up. Please. Oh. Oh, okay. There we go. And of course, the taskbar is lagging again, but hey, graphics drivers are installed. We've got screen brightness. And plenty of lag still. Okay, the taskbar is starting to load in. I have about 2 minutes left of footage. And there's the startup sound. Let's try and get some effects. Oh wait, yeah, widgets, come on. Load up. Okay, we already can see some transparency effects, though I'm not sure if that was already present or not before the graphics drivers. Let's see, what else is there? I think the start, no, not the start menu apparently. Yeah, I don't really know what else I can use to show off the visual style aside from a few panels and stuff, and you know, the rounded windows. So yeah, that's it for this little blurb at the end. I got the graphics drivers installed. Who knows what I'm gonna do next. And yeah, I have literally half a minute left of footage that I can record before this SD card runs out of power, so bye!